So, hello, Anthony Vega for Marvel Latin News. Thank you for your time.
Of course, thank you.
I want to start asking you about what drew you to this role after you read the script for the first time.
Oh gosh, what drew me to the script was just how moving it was and how original and fresh it felt. Like I didn't have any context to it when I first read it. I didn't know, I wasn't familiar with Tracy's work. There was no one else in the project. It was just like a script just sent to me. And when I read it, it was just so moving and so beautiful that I immediately called my manager and I was like, I need to meet this woman. And then we did. We had these conversations. We ended up really realizing that we have a lot in common. And, I just have never seen the feelings that I had of having lacking a familial bond like that written in such a beautiful way. And also I thought it was really radical that it was like very wholesome and didn't have anything salacious to it. There was nothing like there was no tricks, there was no gimmicks to get people to watch. It was just a character study, which I thought was really cool and brave and radical in 2025.
Awesome. So, the film explored these powerful themes like chosen family and the emotional healing. How do you personally connect to these ideas while portraying your character?
Oh God, my whole life, I grew up without a father figure. I had just my mom, a single mom. My mom was 21 when she had me. She's a Brazilian immigrant, so it was a very interesting upbringing. We really didn't have a lot. So and even then I really never felt I always talk about this with my mom. Is like I always felt like totally normal because everyone around me also had a very similar background and families too. Like a lot of people growing up where I grew up didn't have fathers either. So I never really thought of it like that until I grew up and I was like, oh my gosh, like, there's people who have full families that like care about each other. They go on vacation, they like, call each other all the time. They like have family reunions and all this stuff. So for me, it was just like a part of this journey of like of learning how to have that within myself, even though I have like such a limited amount of family that is in the States even. And I grew up with a lot of chosen family. I grew up with a lot of people, a lot of Brazilian immigrants that would come over and we would all have like Christmases and Thanksgivings and have these family reunions, quote unquote, but with chosen family, people that we love and that we live next to our community. So it just feels like it was just part of Bob Trevino just felt like it was part of my whole thing.
Great. I don't want to take more of your time, so I want to wrap with this one. What do you hope audiences take away after watching this movie?
I hope that audiences are really confronted with kindness and it feels like in this day and age, especially with the cynical aspect of everything, I feel like people are starting to get meaner and more isolated. And I hope that this really just shows people that like little small things that you do for each other can really impact other people. You have no idea what they're going through. You don't know how lonely they are. You don't know how much they needed that. And so I hope that audiences can first of all be confronted with their own, stuff of their own problems and then kind of, hopefully move through them, but also that we have such a power in other people's lives where we can really make them feel seen and make their day, which is so powerful. I think that's the best thing you can do.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know what? You're gonna be fine.
So I guess that brings us here. Oh my God. I'm sorry. No, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, okay?